This can't.
Oh no.
Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
The shadows certainly didn't invite them in. Look around. If there's some trace or a clue, we need to find it. Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance.
He was waiting for someone near the market. He might still be there. The killings. This is...
What a devastating sight.
You don't forget something like this. It sticks with you.
I heard that gals. You know, I just don't think Talos was making all that special.
The docks. It sounds like the Venatori tracked down Hector and took him there. Let's hurry. I don't like the tone of that note.
You think they'll talk?
We've set up a place to meet. If this is another pile of nonsense...
Rumours sell too, and might be safer than printing real dirt.
You call Manfred Fred?
Sure. He walked into my office. I said, Fred, can I call you Fred? He nodded. Seemed happy about it. If he doesn't like it...
Oh, Manfred doesn't mind. He quite likes you. Does the diminutive imply a certain level of comfort with the necromantic arts?
It shows a certain level of comfort with your friend. The rest of it, well, that depends.
On what?
On what the mage using it is up to.
How has the Minrathous Circle been? Getting used to the schedule? The lectures?
It's fine. There's just quite a few high bloods, and, well, I guess it's why I come down here when I have the time. It feels like I actually belong here.
Venatori, stop! That body, is that Hector? Damn it. We were too late.
A public murder. Utterly barbarous. The Venatori mean to stoke people's fear.
Hey, Rook. I've news about Lorelei the Fence.
Lorelei, she ran the pawn shop. Sold things.
Yes. The Venatori found her. They took her to the docks. You have to hurry. You know what they do to shadow dragons?
We're on it.
So I'm supposed to just accept that they're better because Max doesn't work?
Have you tried Zeph's fish on the other side of the city?
Please.
I've a question for you about Minrathous, Nev.
Do you?
It's a fight then!
Well, back to our point.
I've a question for you about Minrathous, Nev.
Do you?
I've heard its mage circles are the strongest in Tevinter.
So they claim.
One does hear things, boasts about particular methods and so on.
Funny. We hear the same about Navarro. We've got company.
You need to be taught a lesson for getting in the way of your method. Ambush!
Well done!
Search the area for anyone who needs help.
This was Lorelei's. What did they do to her? So many dead, and for what? To parade their new power, in case we forget.
I don't think they even care if the people they're executing are really shadow dragons. It's anyone who's ever been connected to them or helped them.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varrick and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
It's an honor to meet you.
Relax. I won't be trying to arrest you like the first warden.
You heard about that?
Dorian Pavis is an old friend. He filled me in.
Indeed. You have had many eyes upon you, Rook.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varrick. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
We've been doing what we can, but I'll be honest. Right now, it feels like we're in over our heads.
You've already faced setbacks. You'll face more. Your actions will have consequences.
Did you see what happened to the Viper? We know all about consequences.
Such thinking is a trap you can ill afford. The Viper was blighted because of Elganon and Gillenane, but the city of Treviso was saved because of you.
I can't tell you that it's going to be easy, or that you'll look back at every choice you made and be satisfied. But I'm asking you not to worry about that future until we have one. Right now, we need you to stop the gods.
All right, I'll do my best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the South?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
We think their goal is to prevent the South from rallying to aid any war effort up here. It's working. The armies of the South have their hands full protecting their own cities. But some friends and I are doing what we can to rally them together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the blight.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette? We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solas's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solas is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solas is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solas is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
Solas was important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think... I hope... it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Rook, welcome to the Hossberg Wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hossberg Wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
If there was a place that needed wardens...
then here we are.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much...
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say wardens sense blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Become a warden, hear the blight. Kind of a bad trade. The lords just throw a party.
The wardens throw parties. Sometimes. Sometimes they're even fun.
I'd like to see that. So what's the plan?
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boyers, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
So you two study the blight?
Formally? No. Well, maybe. It depends on your definition.
We travel a lot, and tend to get sidetracked by weird problems.
Who knew I'd roam so far from Orlais? If we want to help, we need to learn what we're dealing with.
Samples. That's gonna be... gross? That's probably the best word for it.
I'll give you something to contain the blight. And watch for darkspawn out there.
Right. Darkspawn. Can't forget them.
Good luck.
You're here to help?
All right, let's find those boil samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there. Lavendel Village. Whatever happened here looks like Demeda's Crossing.
And yet, life remains.
Often a place needs someone in its corner. This one needs more than a few.
There. That's our blight boil. Got a sample. I'm guessing they'll need more than one.
Multiple samples improve the accuracy of any study, unpleasant though the gathering process may be.
Company, get ready.
Got the sample.
Lovely. You know, Emmerich, when a necromancer moves in, I thought we might get undead bursting through the floor. But you keep things quiet, and Fred's a good neighbor.
You'll have to forgive my own worries. All I've read of Tevinter.
I can respect the wariness.
Darkspawn, everyone ready?
That one's ready.
God sent another of the champions here. Everyone all right?
Close enough.
Got it.
First at Demeter's Crossing, now here. And the gods are just getting started.
This'll open the way.
I wanted to ask, Nev. You had your concerns about me at first.
A few.
But not Manfred?
What can I say? He's a good egg.
Quite right.
About to have a problem.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful. Signs of a family that disappeared.
Got company.
Have at them!
Nice move, Rook. Darkspawn's all connected, right? Maybe it's mad we attack the void.
We need to stop it.
I'm ready again!
And another sample.
That must be enough for an analysis.
Yeah, let's get back to Evka and Antoine.
Sure thing.
They knew the blade was coming, but how? And what went wrong after?
Something toyed with the people here.
I spy trouble ahead.
This echo made promises and then... Do you think it took them all? Oh. Well. An echo? 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 Echo! That's not my voice. Not your voice?
Let's finish this!
Rook!
Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
Promises them a way out, then keeps them in the same place. Like a game.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. Sealing. It's done. No more echo. For now.
You've been to the farmlands. There's a family. Voss. I'm close with him, with Ursa.
There was something in the well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
And so it is again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden...
Stay away from the Blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
Until you listen, I'll be here.
Not helping. Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed, and that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
Why listen to the experts? You've clearly got this handled.
That's enough from you. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the Blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
It's my fault you're in trouble.
He's never really liked us.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgar'nan had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
Take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Thanks.
You need to head back to Weishaupt.
Soon. We can risk a small delay before we're missed.
We'll continue helping here for a while, and help you on the way if we can.
You're Rook. You've been helping the Wardens. I'm Bastion. There's more out there than Blight. You must be careful.
Of what?
I heard something from up at Gaspin Manor while I was escaping here. The place has been abandoned for years. They say the Lord had some cursed treasure. One day he just disappeared. Could the Blight awaken a curse? If it draws evil here, the treasure's up there somewhere. It should have been destroyed.
I wouldn't be surprised if damage from the Blight stirred something up.
Nor would I. Whether a curse or some other magical disturbance, it bears investigation.
Dad? It's Jacob. Flynn says you might be able to hear me. You know, you told me stories when I was sick. One of the wardens... There's wardens here now, anyway. Warden Antoine taught me one from Orlais. There once was a bard from Montsimard, whose tongue was made of purest silver.
Something strange at this Gaspin Manor. People in Lavendel believe it's cursed. Venatori barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed.
Recently placed, too.
What are they doing in the Hosberg wetlands?
A solid blow!
What's that sound?
I'm guessing it's not the Blight.
Run! Quickly!
Made it through that one. I'm on it.
So this is the cursed manor.
Spared no expense on the atmosphere.
Lord Gaspin's treasure belongs to the Venatori.
Trouble ahead.
Got it covered.
They cannot defy the gods.
Under fire. Watch it. From a distance.
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure. But look at this place. Is it really still here? What was that?
The Venatori aren't the only ones here.
The manor is supposed to be cursed.
You want to know more?
You bet.
The cellar. Stay on guard. We've got a... Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's treasure to impress Elgranon.
He's chasing status. Wants a better rank among the Venatori.
Warped by fixation, an all-consuming obsession.
So the Venatori wanted treasure, but found a sealed demon.
And we stopped both. So a bad deal for them.
Let's look around. This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
Rook! Always good to see people return. Means they're still alive.
We went up to Gaspin Manor.
You did? And the curse? Was it... Did the Blight wake it?
Less the blight and more like some Venatori. There was a demon haunting the manor. We stopped it.
Huh. Well, we all knew something wasn't right. And thank you. There's one less evil to worry about.